Today, we'll be delving into Dungeons 4 to see if it's worth your time. Stick around to find out everything we know so far. Let's kick things off with the most defining feature of Dungeons 4. From the get-go, you'll notice that this game takes the concept of evil and turns it into a side-splitting, cartoonish extravaganza. You play as the bad guys, but there's a mentor guiding you with humor and ridiculous dialogue that lightens the mood. It's a tradition carried to its absolute limit, and that's a good thing. It keeps the tone fun and engaging, making you feel like a Saturday morning cartoon villain. One exciting addition to Dungeons 4 is the cooperative mode. Now you can share the evil workload with a friend, and the best part, it's cross-platform, seamlessly integrated into the campaign. Any progress made together carries over into your solo game. It's not just a separate mode, it's a true cooperative experience that enhances the game's replayability. Dungeons 4 builds upon the dangers introduced in Dungeons 3. The dungeon itself is filled with more peril, making it a little more challenging. But in return, you'll discover new treasures, threats, weapons, magic, and more. Your ally, Thalia, evolves and gains new abilities, helping you face the dangers lurking in the dark. Dungeons 4 strikes a balance between humor and the inherent darkness of its premise. While the humor keeps you engaged and entertained, it might create a tonal divide with the gruesome actions you commit in the game. But here's where it excels. It keeps the established audience engaged and prevents the game from becoming too edgy. It's all about embracing the ridiculous and the gruesome in equal measure, and it works. At the heart of the game's humor is Thalia, your main general of evil. She makes threats to the surface do gooders while engaging in childish squabbles with her stepbrother, Tristan. It's a dynamic that works exceptionally well. Unlike many dungeon builders, Dungeons 4 features consistent characters that evolve throughout the story. Thalia, as a Saturday morning cartoon villain, is the right choice for this game, adding depth and entertainment value. If you played Dungeons 3, Dungeons 4 will feel familiar, and that's by design. The game refines the mechanics from its predecessor while still maintaining the split between overworld RTS gameplay and classic underground dungeon building strategy. You'll be managing various rooms and creatures while keeping an eye on both worlds. It feels like an enhancement patch for the previous game, and that's a good thing because it refines what already worked well. One feature that stands out is the diversity of creatures you can recruit. There are horde monsters, demons, and the undead, each with their unique needs and qualities. You can focus on one group to the detriment of the others, allowing for a personalized strategy that enhances replayability. Now let's talk about the not-so-good aspects. Dungeons 4 struggles with a tonal divide. While the humor keeps you engaged, it might create a dissonance with the gruesome actions you commit in the game. This inconsistency could be a turnoff for some players. If you play Dungeons 3, Dungeons 4 will feel incredibly familiar. While refining the mechanics is a good thing, it feels like an enhancement patch for the previous game rather than a fresh experience. The diversity of creatures you can recruit is a great feature, but it comes with a downside. You can choose to focus on one group to the detriment of the others, which might unbalance the gameplay. This could frustrate players looking for a more balanced experience. In conclusion, Dungeons 4 brings humor and entertainment to your gaming experience, refining elements from its predecessor. However, the tonal inconsistency, mechanical familiarity, and potential gameplay imbalance may not appeal to everyone. It's a game that's great for those who enjoy a lighthearted approach, but may not satisfy players looking for a more consistent and balanced experience. So there you have it, folks. Dungeons 4 is set to bring its brand of evil humor to your gaming experience on PC, Xbox Series, and PlayStation 5 on November 9th. Until next time, I'll catch you in next video,